Smell like new shorts. Good way to practice that is called sink downs. Look at me, I have shorts. Good morning, Trainiacs. Today is a bit of a crackerjack box of a workout. I have no idea what it's gonna be. Pat was talking a little bit yesterday about doing like a 2-hour swim, but at the same time he was also talking about coming down and not having big swims this week. And at the same time, we had a bunch of athletes in the group racing the half marathon yesterday. Don't know what could be. Whatever it is, it's gonna be good. Oh, and there's our buddy Brian Lear kicking with 6 boards. He's the executive director of Swimming Manitoba. I'm not gonna question it. So I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that a good chunk of you have trouble breathing in the water. And I'm going out on that limb because I used to have trouble breathing in the water. The problem is not getting enough oxygen, the problem is that you take in too much typically. And there's Pat. All right, so as I was learning how to swim, I had that like really built up, oh my God, I need to breathe feeling in my chest. That is not a lack of oxygen. That's that you're taking on too much and the carbon dioxide is building up in your lungs because you're not blowing it out. So a trick to not losing your breath is to actually take less. A really good way to do that is to get in the habit of as soon as your face enters the water, you start blowing out bubbles and you blow bubbles just gently out until your face exits the water and then take a little, like you almost don't even think of the breath that you take. You think of the breath that you push out. Good way to practice that is called sink downs. So you just go into the water, start blowing out bubbles, and because you'll have less air in your lungs, you'll start sinking down. Just get used to that. Like so. Do those a whole bunch of times until it's not scary to have your face in the water, blowing out bubbles and sinking down. The more comfortable you can be blowing out bubbles and sinking, the better you're gonna be, because what ends up happening is you blow out bubbles in, call that your chest. Your chest will go down, your legs will come up and float, and you will go faster. And then as far as the breathing goes, when you take a breath, just take a little teeny tiny breath. Like I almost don't even think about it. Like, not, when you take that, you're not gonna be able to blow that out for the life of you. I look naked here. Whoa, guys. I goofed up big time. It is freezing out there. I am not dressed for this. Like, look at me. I have shorts on. I brought my Ray-Bans and it's like 5 degrees and sleeting out. That's it. Today, I'm getting some new waterproof shorts. I'm going to Mountain Equipment Co-op. We are spending money on proper clothes. Somebody get me a sweater. Well, this here in that fancy building is where we're going to go do a shoot. We have used this place because it looks so un-Winnipegish fancy. I think for 4 shoots, I'll show it to you later today. It's pretty cool. Now to just right the wrongs done by the rain and my unpreparedness this morning. Automatic door. Quick dry. Just goods. Secure your goods. All right, what do you think? Shorts or knickers? They're both nice and stretchy. Got reflective little bits on the pockets. Quick dry.
Okay, thanks.
I don't know if I'm ready to be a knickers guy. I went with the knickers and a bunch of CO2 cartridges and a new CO2 cartridge inflator and a new bike pump in Triathlon Taren red, no less. Always an expensive trip when you walk into the bike store. Never immune to it. Alright, Trainiacs, let's just see how the new knickeroos work. Legs are limber, waist is wicked. Huh? Look at these. Look at these. They have pockets, they have zippers. I can twirl in it. Not bad. Not bad, Mountain Equipment Co-op. Ooh. I was worried about that. That is a tight squeeze. Oh! Okay, maybe that doesn't work. We got a little finagling to do around the jewels here with the phone. Home time. And minutes from leaving. Just literally minutes from leaving after a, I want to say a 12-hour day. 10. 10 for sure. All right, let's see how these old knickerbockers handle the first ride. Well, jury's out on the Nixons. I mean, they're a little swooshy. Can you hear this? They're a little bunchy in the old pocket here for the iPhone Plus, but they look damn good. Damn good. All right, Trainiacs. See you tomorrow. Guys! 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 Smell like new shorts.